all the businesses here are excited that hopefully it brings an influx of people.
But first at 5:30, neighbors of Lynn Family Stadium are getting ready to welcome a whole new crowd of sports fans. Louisville's newest pro football team is about to kick off their first season.
And neighbors and businesses are excited about the potential economic boost the games will bring to the Butchertown area.
WLKY's Edward Smith has been talking to people in Butchertown today. He's live outside of Lynn Family Stadium right now. And Edward, how are community members gearing up for this?
Well, we are almost 24 hours away from the thousands of seats here at Lynn Family Stadium being filled to watch the Louisville Kings take on the Birmingham Stallions in a sold-out game. And before the coin is tossed, nearby businesses and community members are thinking about all of the people that will be in those seats.
We're excited. We're hopefully thinking it's going to bring a lot of people and a lot of energy.
Before the quarterback says down, set, hut, businesses near Lynn Family Stadium are already positioned to welcome in more people.
Just hope that the people bring that hype down to here and want to hang out before or after the games, and all the businesses here are excited that hopefully it brings an influx of people.
David Richter is the owner and chef at Naive Kitchen and Bar, which is just a stone's throw away from the stadium. Richter says the tables are set for a new fan base.
Soccer seems to bring the same people down, and it's growing. The team's got a fan base, so hopefully this kind of does the same thing.
It's been 100 years since Louisville last had an outdoor professional football team.
We are super excited to see more teams coming into Louisville, specifically coming into the Butchertown area.
Lauren Hendricks, vice president of the Butchertown Neighborhood Association, says she is excited to welcome the team and fans to the neighborhood.
But we hope that these people are also spending time in Butchertown as they're walking to the stadium and then walking into New. We hope that they're stopping and enjoying the businesses and beauty that Butchertown has to offer.
The stadium sits in Metro Councilman Ken Herndon's district. He says as the stadium uses expand to football, he hopes to get more out of the space in the future.
It's a great concert venue for 15,000 people plus the field, so it's a place where we can use that venue for other things, and I hope that they keep thinking of new ones as we go along.
But with more people comes more cars. Herndon hopes new parking garages being developed in the Nulu area will help provide a place to put those cars.
We need to stay ahead of the curve so that we make sure that there are other parking options, primarily garages, that are available to begin to take in those extra cars so that they don't get squeezed out of their parking places in front of their houses.
Again, tomorrow night's 8 p.m. game is sold out. Country artist Russell Dickerson will perform at a halftime show. All fans are encouraged to wear green as a part of a green out. And if you are able to buy a ticket and you're one of the first 5,000 people in line, you will receive a free Green Kings t-shirt. Live outside Lynn Family Stadium, Edward Smith, WLKY News.